Hello and welcome. You're watching FYI. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Now, with hospital beds running out, home care for COVID is becoming more and more important. We did a full episode dedicated to the COVID home care essentials, and in some of the comments, you, the viewer of FYI, wrote to us asking about handling dipping oxygen levels at home. So today, we take you through what is technically known as proning. It's being used effectively across the world now to increase lung capacity and oxygen concentration. So let's dive in straight to the explainer. So self-proning is basically a restorative yoga pose and is also known to be used in COVID-19 ICUs as self-proning or swimmer's pose. In a pilot study that was conducted in the New York City in the COVID intensive care unit, they figured out that within 5 minutes, self-proning can actually increase the oxygen saturation in the blood by 10%. So what exactly is proning? It resembles somebody who's sleeping on their stomach, but with a proper support to support the body in the lungs as well. Proning is a medically accepted position to improve breathing comfort and oxygenation. It is extremely beneficial for COVID-19 patients who have a bit of compromised breathing comfort, especially during home care. But it's important to understand who should really be doing proning. Now, if you're under home care, that is, you're treating COVID at home and your oxygen concentration falls below 94, it is to be done by people like you. It is best done while awaiting hospitalization or oxygen support as well. There are 4 self-proning postures, and we'll show you all of that in just a bit. But remember that do not spend more than 30 minutes in each of these positions at a stretch. Some cautions also to remember while you do practice self-proning at home. Avoid proning for at least an hour after your meals. Maintain proning for only as much as you can and your body can easily tolerate. And keep a track of any pressure sores or injuries, especially around the bony prominences in your body. But there are some people who should avoid proning altogether. This applies to pregnant women, any major cardiac conditions if you've been through, if you have an unstable spine or you have a pelvic fracture or if you've had a DVT in the past couple of days as well. So now that you understand what proning is all about, let's give you a demo. So I spoke with some experts and lung doctors to understand what is the best way to do proning at home. Well, I'm using a yoga mat over here, but you can do this on your bed mostly, especially if it's a patient already on the bed, you just need to roll him over. But before that, this is the prep you need to do. Now, proning at home generally involves 3 layers of cushions being put in. You'll see that the tallest pile is right here. But also notice how it's not in the center really, because the thing to remember is that the tallest pile of 2 cushions should not fall on your stomach, but actually be on your pelvic region. Let me show you how. So when you lie down, this tallest pile of 2, you can use 3 also if that's okay with you, should get here on your pelvic region. You see this? You see my 2 feet back on that pillow in the end, and then this smallest one just to support your chin. Now if you'll notice, the thing to check and understand whether you're doing it right or no is put your hand underneath, and if your stomach still has space between the bed, that's when you're doing it correctly. So one way to do is like this. The other one, also called the swimming pose, can be done like this. The other hand just goes on the back and you can just lie on the side. Do this for about 30 minutes and then it's advisable to change to another position. The other position is basically to go on your side. That's when you can let go of the pillows and just lie on the side like this. You can do the exact same thing on the other side as well. And the 4th position is to actually be sitting in a position slightly reclined. So I'm just using the pillows right now for support. When you sit at home, it can be like this as well. So slightly declined at about 30 degrees or so. So try this at home, but remember it's very important to understand who needs proning and who does not. So do consult your doctor before you indulge in any of these exercises.